Just about everybody in the country's got a smartphone. Spending a day without going online is unfathomable to almost all of us. Tech rules our lives to an ever greater degree. But the so-called digital frontier is getting fenced in. It's not quite as broad as we were told it would be. A handful of companies now have almost total control over what we can say, do, or see on the internet. Control of almost all human information. Consider Facebook. About half the country uses it as a primary news source. Millions and millions of people understand the world through Facebook. But Facebook is not a neutral host. It has a political agenda. Earlier this year, Facebook altered its algorithms for what news stories its users see, and the results, conclusively, have been devastating for conservatives online. Breitbart, the news site, has basically lost about 30% of its traffic since that happened. PragerU down 32%. Daily Caller is down. Rare closed its doors. Some reports say IJR is on the brink of collapse because of it. Fox, by the way, is down too. Meanwhile, purveyors of approved elite opinion, CNN, the New York Times, the Washington Post, they've been unaffected by this. What is this? Well, it's an act of ideological warfare, and it's far more worrying than anything that Cambridge Analytica has done or is accused of doing. Floyd Brown founded WesternJournal.com as another site hit big by the changes at Facebook, and he joins us tonight. Floyd, this is not just a fever dream on the right that Facebook is somehow singling out, in effect, conservative sites. The numbers are really clear. How is this working?
Well, it's very clear, and I would say that Facebook has broken its trust with the end user. You know, one of the things I always liked about Facebook and admired about Facebook was that it was optimized to the end user. You have about 1.5 million followers on Facebook, Tucker, and the truth is as one of those followers, I expect to get news and information that you find interesting and you decide to share.
Right.
That's a social network. It's no longer a social network when Mark Zuckerberg and the other elites in Silicon Valley decide what you should get, the information that you should consume, and really decide from on high what news you should have.
How do we get to a place where one company, or along with Google, really two companies, control all online media, both political companies, and without any oversight at all by anybody, can just shut down sites they disagree with? How do we get to that place?
Well, I think that early on, Facebook did a fabulous job of letting people basically curate their own content. We all went online and we liked different people. We followed Donald Trump. We followed, people in the news that we liked. We followed publications that we liked. And so we were all of a sudden getting, great content that we all wanted to follow it and consume it. And so as a result of that, Facebook went through the roof. But now Facebook's having trouble with engagement because it's not optimized to the end user anymore. It's now optimized to the thought police. And that's a big change that's it's hurting Facebook, but it's also hurting discourse in America. And it also, Tucker, and this is, I think, what people need to understand on Capitol Hill, is it has big implications for upcoming elections and really the ability of America to make good decisions.
It's another form of social control. Of course. Floyd, thank you for that. I appreciate that.